Art is an essential part of the culture. Art is made by human beings for other human beings. And it very often, on its simplest level, are the things that people who chose to regard objects and their relationship to each other and use their time to investigate those things, they present it to the world, and it's called art. Art is a way of posing a question. I'm a participant in the exhibition, and my name is Weiner. The only way to govern his island is by ferry. And if you enter the ferry, you're confronted by my work. It's the work on the left-hand side that's on the pilings that are often called dolphins. I do believe that any art produced by people of your own time, put into a public context, will function. And this allowed a form of work reserved for people going to museums or art galleries or places devoted to the presentation of contemporary art. It allowed people to be confronted without any explanation, without any rationalization or justification, by a work of art of a person of their own times. And whatever sensual pleasure or displeasure or disquiet was brought about was the relationship of that person seeing it and the artwork itself. The work itself is language plus the materials referred to. There became a point where I realized that works of art that had been of use to me and excitement to me through my developing stages and at this moment, you walked away from it and you basically knew what it was you had seen that you're using. When you look at a rock, you translate that into the word rock. And wouldn't it be wonderful to be able to try to make a sculpture that took up space, that functioned, that nobody thought was special because of who made it, but thought it might be special because of what was made. And I began to see language as a less imposing, much more open way of presenting the final result of what a sculpture is. I want to be able to present something that somebody will react to, deal with, and think about, and use to influence the way that they see their own place in the world for the rest of their lives, practically, until they see another work of art. There is a joke that poetry and literature were invented because somebody had seen a work of art and wanted to tell somebody about it. But in the end, art is basically still just asking questions. And it doesn't matter if it's painted on a canvas or if I'm using language or somebody's using light. It's all about the question that's being asked in relation to the public. But let's stop thinking that artists are a separate part of society. To differentiate art activity from making shoes or doing something else is a rather foolish thing to do. Each one seems to be a necessity for people to know where they are and how to get from place to place.